I hope we have every pick absolutely correct.
And also, too, like we said earlier, use this as bulletin board material.
Yep.
I hope somebody in them first rounds, anybody we had losing, after the game, you come flexing me and say, yeah, big toe. Pick him again. Pick him again. Use me as bulletin board material, please. That's what I got.
Hey, man, when I was coaching high school sports, you best believe we're using this as motivation.
Come on.
That's when I see this. I'm a coach.
Say less.
I'm showing my players and we're going to rock it.
Say less. All right. Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to the 417 Elite 50 Blue and Gold Bracketology Breakdown. Man, excited to be here. Got some big things to talk about. Kind of going to shake up the room a little bit with this one. But I'm going to let my man to my right go ahead and introduce himself.
How y'all doing? Doug Shockley here with 417 Elite 50. Just a simple breakdown of the Blue and Gold bracket. Been a Southwest Missouri guy, just excited for the holiday tournaments.
For sure. And if you don't know me, the man behind the camera, Big Toe, also known as CJ Jackson, but y'all better know me as Big Toe, Elite 3 Visions in the building. Then my man to my left.
I'm Coach Josh Hume. Coached in Southwest Missouri a lot. Played all over Southwest Missouri in college ball and grew up the road at Seymour. And couldn't be more excited to be a part of this tournament breakdown.
Yes, sir.
So, fellas, we've got the bracket here for the blue and gold. We've got the blue division. So what we're going to do, we'll just go down through here and we'll just talk about each game. Shock, I know that you've been to a lot of games up into this point, and Toe, I know you cover a ton of games as well, and I've been to some. So hopefully we'll have a pretty good feel on each team. Let me preface this. We're not going to get everything right, but we're going to have some fun with it, and this is for entertainment purposes only, so no hate mail stuff. So anyway, at the blue division, the first game, just to kick things off, is Aurora and Willow Springs. So Aurora is 3-2, and Willow Springs is 4-3. I've got an hypothesis on this, okay, but what y'all's thoughts?
I'm personally, first when I look at it, I'm going with Coach Thornhill with this one. One thing for me, I want to bring up early, it's important to me where the games are happening at, especially for this first round games. Are we at Hammond's or are we in Great Southern Bank Arena? As you know, a lot of these guys are shooting, they work out in high school gyms. That depth of field does matter. A lot of times shooting does not translate to these bigger arenas, and that's always a question to me of when I think about guys on these teams, who's more effective right at the goal, who can get more paint touches to me when I think about these first round matchups. So I'm rolling with Coach Thornhill with this one.
So you got Aurora.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Coach Thornhill.
All right, Shock, who you got?
Man, I'm going with Kenneth Thornhill, point guard for Aurora. I've been knowing the kid since about second, third grade, lives in the gym. Adam, his father's a great coach, great program, built it from the ground up, kind of. I'm going with Aurora with the upset.
Oh, man. So I got all kinds of people in Willow. And Colby James, man, if that dude gets hot, man, it could be a real problem for Aurora.
I see, or
Jace.
Yeah.
Jace.
I see Willow. I see Willow Springs at the Stratford Invitational, and they look really good. Just my opinion, I just think Aurora kind of got more size in them. But I just see them with more size inside.
It's gonna be a battle of the guards
for sure.
Like, it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
So you guys outvote me. You guys both chose Aurora. I would be going with Willow here. So
I want to hear why you had Willow though.
Willow, just because of the guard play.
Yeah.
I think they're rolling 4 guards deep, and then their post is pretty solid as well. However, I did see Aurora match up with Forsyth in the summer league, and of course they got Tanner Baird, the 7-footer down there at Forsyth, and it didn't bother Aurora at all.
Really?
And I think that game went into double overtime or something. So. But I got to roll with Colby and my James guys down that way.
Man, I'm a little bit on the fence. It's gonna be a good one.
But
when I picture the way Colby plays and the way he gets downhill and get a lot of paint touches, I can see him going off for this one, like with another 25, 27 spot. I just don't see it really being a good shooting game for either one of them, especially it's an early game, 9:30. You know, probably gonna be rolling in off some McDonald's breakfast. You know,
name Kenneth Horner for a reason.
but
Cannon's nice.
For
Cannon's
me,
nice.
for me, I can see Coach Thornhill and them pulling this one off. That's just my opinion.
Okay. We'll go with Aurora. We'll put them down. All right, next up, Buffalo and Kickapoo. Buffalo is 3-5, and Kickapoo's 4-2.
Nothing personal. It's a no give.
It's no personal. It's no personal.
Kickapoo for sure.
I don't think we see the 116 upset here.
Okay.
Or what is it? 112? How many teams is each bracket?
Um,
I'm just thinking about like March Madness, where you get the 116 first round.
It's 16 total.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
16.
that'll be the 116. I don't think we have a
And I watched Kickapoo, man. Mitch is over there, got them boys playing at a high level.
for sure.
Reese Kimry, they got Rubidoux, they got McQuire, they got Jackson. I mean, they got a solid squad. I can't think of the big's name, not Jackson Shorter, 34.
Oh yeah, I saw he got player of the game over there at the Arvis Classic. One of those games.
He might be one of the best big men around Southwest Missouri. He's got real good touch, real good footwork. So like, definitely right.
He does. I mean, he made a lot of big plays even last year. That when you see him, he's not a guy that's going to catch your attention looks wise, but the way he plays the game the right way, and you see that a lot in Coach Henry's offense, and that's the way he sets guys up. A lot of guys are set up for success in that offense. So, like you said, no
I just seen
disrespect
last
to Buffalo.
year.
No, he be getting to it. I want to bring up this question too before we get deeper into this bracket. How many true upsets can you think of that's happened in the blue and gold? Even when we think about from this first round standpoint, how many true? Because even like the last matchup, Aurora and Willow Springs, although it's a 7-8, if Willow Springs or if Aurora win that game, you won't see it as like, oh my God, that was just this crazy upset, So
if you go back a few years before, and then you got to go back quite a ways, but I would say back whenever Hartville, they, small school going against some of the big city schools, and they're knocking them down. That's those are pretty big, especially for these small schools. Right?
The most recent one I could think of, I want to say it was 2021 when Zach Howell beat Nixa, but even then we're talking about Zach Howell.
Yeah.
Right. Can you count any team Zach Howell was on a upset? But that's about the biggest one I could think of in that semifinal game. Then they eventually went on to lose to Kickapoo in the finals because I think, just dead legs with a tournament like this, which we bring up the fact too. This year they're gonna have a day break, so it makes it a little different when we get to later in the bracket. But that's just my thought.
Now I'm not saying that Buffalo's going to win this game
For sure.
but I do want to point out that McGregor, I seen that kid knock down 4 threes in the first quarter over at the Stratford tournament.
Okay.
Dude was on fire.
Okay.
And then Abraham, of course, 6'8" inside, very versatile type of player. But Kickapoo, that's a pretty steep hill for them to try to climb.
That is a steep hill.
On to the next game, the 12:30 game. We got Spokane and Fairgrove. Spokane's 0-7. At this point, we have Fairgrove down as 2-2. Now we know that Fairgrove didn't have their football players playing in the state title,
For sure.
The first part of the year. So obviously they're just going to continue to get better as the year goes on. I would say Fairgrove's probably going to pull this one out.
Yeah, I'm going with Fairgrove too.
I'm going to roll with Fairgrove. I'll say some later comments for later in the bracket of why, what you just brought up of those football guys trying to get back in basketball shape. But shout out to them football wives, though, for sure.
And Fairgrove always shows the blue and gold.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, they had the whole city of Springfield watching them. They was kind of shocking some teams and beating them.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Next up, Crane and Hillcrest. Crane at this time is 4-1. Hillcrest is 3-1. So both teams start off the year pretty hot. Who you got winning this one, Shot?
Hillcrest is ranked, correct?
Hillcrest should be.
Well, they're number 4.
They should be right, probably at the bottom of those Class 5 teams for sure. Which they got a big. I'm going to stay on topic here. I got them over Crane. I haven't seen Crane in person, but Crane has been a team in that smaller class that's always been really good, really decent. Well, I just never really got a chance to see him in person this year. But Hillcrest got a big test coming up Friday against Parkview that I'm very curious to see. Unfortunately, last night, they fell short to Republic, but I'm curious to see how they compete in that Parkview game.
The Hillcrest Hornets and Coach Jordan, Kyrie Simpson, he's a pretty special kid. Scores very well, controls the floor. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Hillcrest over that Crane.
Okay, so we got Hillcrest moving on to play Fairgrove. Next up, we got Stockton and Catholic. Stockton 6-0. Catholic got the 7 seed. They're 4-2. Catholic's got, they're stacked with little guards that can shoot it. Rodin, like that kid, like I seen him over at the Mansfield tournament a little bit. Real impressive little guard. But then you got Stockton, undefeated, and Baxter. The Baxter effect, man. He's a solid player. Who you guys got winning this game?
I haven't seen Stockton. Neither one of these teams I haven't seen in person. So this one's gonna be it's a toss up for me. Doug, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Stockton for the upset.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got to see Catholic play at all, but I did see Stockton play down in Morrisville tournament. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stockton for the upset. I got to watch him play earlier in the year against Morrisonville. Jack Baxter, 6'6", long, rebounds, pretty much everywhere. Like I said, I haven't got to see Springfield Catholic play, so I'm gonna just go with Stockton for the upset.
What's Stockton's guard play look like? You remember?
They had about 2 guards that were real tough. One of them liked to get to the rim. They had a little shooter, but everything goes around Baxter.
Gotcha.
Everything goes around Baxter.
Yeah, this one, from what I've known about Springfield Catholic, like you said, they got the smaller guards that can shoot it really well. But I bring up, like I said, this is first round in a big arena that a lot of these young men are not used to playing in. I'm going with the team that can get more of the paint touches, right? So I'm probably rolling with Stockton on this one too.
So you guys are going to say that the legendary Jay Osborne, the head coach that put Nixa on the map and is making so much noise at Catholic, you're still saying that he's going to go down first round?
I'm just going with the upset. I think Osborne, like he did his thing at Nixa, built that up, and he's doing a phenomenal job at Catholic. The oldest I'm going with them, I haven't got to see him play eyes on. Now I do know Jay is real deal, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Stockton for the upset.
I'm going with Stockton.
Okay, we got Stockton moving on to the next round. Next up, Sparta and Raj. Sparta 5-1. Logan Rogersville, the number 2 seed, 4-0. Next up, we got Sparta and Rogersville. Sparta is 5-1. Rogersville is the 2 seed. They're 4-0. Shock, who you got?
Man, Sparta and Rogersville. Well, we definitely got some diaper dandies in that game. Abel Hume from Sparta, father legendary Josh Hume, and we got Titus Moore, which he has a brother named Marcus Moore, and they're a dynamic duo. You have a sophomore, Chase Branham, who's just the real deal. Control the whole game, go dunk on you, shoot from long, play D, he do it all. So Josh is my boy, man, but I think I might have to rock with Rogersville this one.
Yeah.
Who you got, too?
Yeah, Josh, you're my boy. I know this was personal for you. You probably get out of media mode and into father mode for moments like this, but man, that Rogersville team is tough. I'm excited to see how Chase continues to play throughout this year, kind of signifying that number 1 spot, because my boy Pickering, he coming for it. Come on now. But yeah, I'm excited to see even Abel in this game, who I want to give that number 1 freshman spot to. How does he handle himself in the big lights of a moment like this, where everybody is already counting them out? How do you come out and hoop? Right? Are you gonna show everybody that, hey, I'm here to compete, or I'm gonna y'all already think we're gonna lose, whatever. I already know what the answer you're gonna give me on that, but
They've
Yeah.
been preparing for years.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Just
saying?
pretty good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
We want this.
So I know he not
Yes.
the latter of what I said. I know he ain't gonna come out like that. So I'm just excited in that moment. You know, win or lose, I'm just excited to see how guys compete. Because you know you can't choose what school you go to, but you can't choose your teammates. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, I think Rogersville has the better overall team, but I'm just excited to see where guys compete in this one.
I'm predicting the upset.
Okay.
I'm saying Sparta is going to knock off Raj.
Go ahead.
Now, midway through this game, y'all going to be like shooting me texts and be like, hey, no, I'm standing by it. Now, here's the other thing.
Okay.
Coach Link, this is, I think, this is their third year in the blue and gold.
Okay.
Being from a small school, a lot of success,
Yeah.
knocked off big schools. They
Last 2
beat
years made a lot of
Ozark,
Yeah.
I think Republic, Bolivar, or maybe they lost to Republic last year. I can't remember, but they competed well in this tournament. Coach Link is one of the top young coaches in the area,
For sure.
and man, I'm excited for this game. I know that there's a ton of talent on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Rogersville, I mean, everybody knows who they are and you know what they bring to the table. But I'm standing with Sparta. I know y'all got to go with Raj, so we'll go ahead and we'll put Raj going forward since you guys outnumber me.
I respect it. I do think they had one of the best finishes of a blue and gold game last year versus Greenwood, though. That last 90 seconds of that game was crazy last year. So, yeah,
You know, whenever Jake Lafferty got that steal, that breakaway dunk,
yeah.
I sent a text to Coach Ford. I was like, man, step outside your office. This is going down right outside
That's
your
crazy.
office.
No, for real. You ain't got to go far, Coach.
Nope. Next up, we got Mount Vernon and Branson. Mount Vernon is 5-1. Branson, the 6th seed, is 3-3. Who y'all got winning this?
So I'm pulling up Branson record because I wanted to see it for myself and who they lost to and who they beat. They got a win over their wins right now are over Spokane, Lebanon, and then they got a good win over Fairgrove, but it's a little bit of an asterisk because we know the football guys wasn't there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was actually a close game. They only beat Fairgrove 73-62. So this is another one where I'm a little bit on the fence of I can see that Mount Vernon team beating this Branson team, but I'm going to lean Branson way because I know Branson's going to have more size.
Who has Mount Vernon beat this year?
If I pull up Mount Vernon real quick, give me one quick second.
Mount Vernon just got Coach Worley that was at New Covenant just took the Mount Vernon job. Seen him a little bit this summer, and they had some good stuff to work with for sure.
Yeah.
But I just haven't seen them play.
That's my thing. I just hadn't seen Mount Vernon in person. So Mount Vernon's 5-1. They got a win over El Dorado Springs, Diamond. The one loss they have is to Lighthouse, and they lost pretty handily by 20. They got a win over Crane, Diamond, and Reed Springs. So nobody I would say that probably would compare to a Branson size, and athleticism. But it's a team with confidence. They're 5-1. So
Yeah.
this will be one I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Mount Vernon come out on top of this game. But I'm going to roll with Branson.
I'm going to roll with Mount Vernon, man. And I say that because they got a new coach. It's always exciting to have a new coach and start off 5-1. I mean, that's exciting itself. When you told me Branson beat Fairgrove by 9, I mean, you have Seeger there and Wright and Baxter there. Like, that's probably an L for Branson.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go with an upset and go with Mount Vernon.
I'm probably going to roll with Branson. I mean, Worley's my guy, but Jace Culver, that dude, man, he's a nice 2-guard.
Yeah.
You get buckets, kind of a Rip Hamilton style game. Got that mid-range game. Then they got a few other players to go with him, Meerhoff and a couple others. Plus, Coach McBride came from Eminence, won multiple, I think, state titles. I know he won at least one. I think there might have been more than one state titles at Eminence. So, he's going to be ready for this game as well. So I vote Branson. So,
Okay. And like I said, Mount Vernon, that's another one of those smaller schools that you think of with a lot of success. So I know they're not scared to go against a bigger squad, a bigger school squad, bigger class squad, But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I checked my phone and I saw Mount Vernon won this game.
Okay. Next up, we got Skyline and Ozark. Skyline, we have them down at 3-2. Ozark, the 3 seed, is 1-3.
Jamie Donnelly.
Coach Donnelly doing a tremendous job.
Pickering.
Yes. Don't let don't let that record fool y'all, man. They lost a tough one to I'm pretty sure if you ask Coach Donnelly, they should have won that game against Central. That would have put them in the championship against Republic. Obviously, we all know about that big matchup that happened against Rogersville the other day. Pretty sure another one, they felt like some calls go their way, the ball roll their way. It could have been a win. So we looking at a 1-3 Scott that easily could be 4-0. So don't let that early record fool you. And then they got another good game coming up on, I want to say tomorrow, Thursday. So yeah, obviously, no doubt, rolling with Ozark on this one. Don't want to be long-winded on that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going with Ozark. I was at the Rogersville game and the Central game. Man, I mean, program looks phenomenal. Jamie Donnelly doing a great job over
sure.
there. Like I mean, I know there's a lot of young coaches, a lot of good coaches out here, but like if they don't know Jamie Donnelly, like he's a basketball guru. He studies it, like play at advantage or like high IQ, like, and he got the boys playing. Like, he got them playing on a level to where like by the end of the season, y'all might have heard about Colin Pickering, but y'all definitely gonna know about him. Maybe by blue and gold.
And this is what I want to bring up too. And the Roberts family, forgive me if I wasn't supposed to say this, but it's kind of already been circling around. Hudson Roberts, I want to say his name wrong, had surgery and wasn't even supposed to play in the Republic tournament. He was only supposed to be 50%.
And this is number 15.
Number 15, Hudson Roberts.
Oh my goodness,
the baseball
man. He got a burner.
The baseball kid, he's a baseball kid, recently just decommitted from Arkansas to open up his recruitment again. But he is for sure like one of the best scorers in the area. Definitely one of the best spot up shooters in the area.
Man, that's
was only at 50%. So if you think of, he had surgery, something in his stomach. I don't want to get the wrong thing, but he had surgery. Only supposed to be 50%. Wasn't supposed to go inside the 3-point line. Wasn't supposed to rebound. Wasn't supposed to drive to the goal. So if you factor that in these 3 losses they already had, hey, with him at 50% and him at 100%, like I said, that record could not be 1-3. It could be 4-0. So.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Hudson kid. I did hear about the Arkansas commit and all that. So, basketball, I was like the baseball player, but he's like that on the court.
For this to be a second sport,
like for it to be a second sport, you might think it's his first.
No, for sure.
Central, he went. I mean, he was hitting everywhere. Rogersville,
and we talk about
Roberts is the truth.
College relatable buckets, like coming off DH is like obviously what we talk about. Donnelly is involved. That offense looks great. We think about the Kickapoo offense. You just sit and watch. It's like, man, how do we always find open looks? Somebody's always open, right? Kind of the same system they got kind of going on at Ozark. So not to be long-winded, but I'm excited to see this Ozark team play out throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, for sure. They're real special. And, a player you guys didn't mention was Cohen George. Cohen, he, 6'10" frame.
Yeah.
It seemed like his game's transformed over the summer in some ways.
Cohen looks better. Playing physical, playing with a lot of energy. I love it. Even the youngin coming off the bench. Yeah.
Oh, Hendrick Haynes.
I see a lot of growth out of Hendrick's game.
Haynes, yeah.
Hopefully I'll get a little big segment to say how I feel about the bigs later on, but I'm going to leave y'all alone right now.
Okay, so that brought us through the first round games of the blue division. You guys want to tackle the winning side, running down through like that, or you want to hit the consolation side? How do you want to break that down?
Consolation side.
All right, on the consolation side, we have Willow and Buffalo at the 5 p.m. game. Willow loaded with guard play. Buffalo 6'8", Blair Abraham, and got McGregor knocking big buckets down, deep shooter. Who do you guys have winning Willow, Buffalo?
I'm going Kobe James and Willow.
I go Kobe with Willow as well. I don't know what you have more to say, Doug?
No, I'm going to go with. Kobe's the truth, and I feel like that Aurora game going to be a good one with him and Cannon. But I just feel like if he lose that first one, he's getting that consolation championship. He's gonna make his way there.
So I won't be at a lot of consolation games, but this is one I want to see because I want to see more out of that big from Buffalo. I know Kobe's gonna be playing well. But I definitely got Willow in this one.
Okay, Crane Spokane. The second game, Crane Spokane. Is this the game that Spokane gets their first win?
Are they in the same conference?
I don't know. They're fairly close to each other.
Close to each other. Spokane 07, Crane. It could be their first win.
So you rolling Spokane?
Yeah, I go with the Owls over Crane.
I'm gonna go Crane.
I'll probably go Crane too, Shock.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Spokane a benefit of the doubt, man. Give them one W.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Crane on this one.
Okay. Moving on. Catholic Sparta.
Hey, get personal again.
So here's the thing. So Catholic was at the Mansfield tournament last week.
Yeah.
And Mansfield knocked them off in the chip.
Really? That's a team I wish was.
Mansfield's a nice squad
and
this
I wish
year.
he was in the Blue and Gold.
Got some good young talent there. Hedricks, Campbell.
Yeah.
You know, some of those kids are really making some noise over there. However, Catholic, they had a chance to win. I mean, they kept the game close. It's going to be interesting to see Catholic's guards and, you know, the squad that Sparta's got this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling with Sparta.
I'm rolling with Sparta. I'm rolling with
going
Sparta,
with Sparta.
man. I'm rolling with Sparta.
Sparta it is. Dang, man.
Catholic gonna come for heads.
Hey, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Catholic going to hear this,
No, for
and
real.
Jay going to use this as motivation,
No, for
and
real.
they're probably going to make a deep run in
Please,
their
And
Coach,
Jay's like
please.
this. Hey,
Please,
Jay's like
this
this.
up.
He's a great coach. He
No,
can
for
use it
real.
for fuel and
No,
just show
for
them.
real.
And they
I love
get to
Coach Osborne.
the Final
Yeah.
Four.
You can
Please.
thank us later, Coach.
Please,
The
Coach,
Final
clip
Four,
it.
Coach.
Please, as much as you want, clip it, please.
Next up, Mount Vernon Skyline.
I want to say Mount Vernon.
I'll say Mount Vernon as well.
Yes, sir. We all going for Mount Vernon that one
I
then.
got Mount Vernon.
Okay. Going back to the top on the Consolation side, we
Final
got
Four Consolation.
Willow and Crane.
I'm going with Kobe James.
Yeah, Kobe.
Man, I like it. I like it. Kobe may be the top 3 shiftiest guards in Southwest Missouri, in my opinion.
I agree.
Nice mid-range, too.
I see when the mid-range they did, I see him get to that block and get a great lift on his shot from mid-range.
And
I love
stops
it.
on the dime.
Yeah,
Pulls
I love
up.
it. I love
Good
it.
Control
Yeah.
straight up.
I'm totally with you on that.
Leaning.
Yeah,
I never seen the kid play until the event. And when I seen him, like, he was
yeah.
holding his own to be the new kid on the block that
sure.
nobody know about.
I seen him last year at the Stratford Invitational, same shiftiness we talked about. But I feel like he got better surrounding pieces with him this year to help his game out a little bit more too. Yeah.
Sparta, Mount Vernon on the bottom side of the Consolation.
Sparta. I'm rocking with Sparta.
Sparta.
Rolling with Sparta.
All right. Sorry, Coach Worley. He'll send me a text. He'll let me know about it.
Clipboard material, baby.
That's right. Championship of Consolation, Willow Sparta. Man, I got lots of love for my people at Willow.
Yeah.
Bob James played college ball together, came up together, best buds to this day. Worked with his boys, but I got to roll with my guy, Abel Hume.
And this
Sparta.
is the part that I wanted to bring up. Of now, you get that day break. You get Sunday to go rest them legs and come back fresh. In this one, Josh, don't kill me. I just think that Willow team is a little bit more experienced over that Sparta squad. But I wouldn't be surprised because at this point you lose the first game. Now you got 2 under your belt. You're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So I can see Sparta. I'm not saying it's a blowout. Don't get me wrong. Like when I say if I got Willow over Sparta. But I can see that Willow team being just a little bit more experienced in taking this game.
Kobe James got some experience, but I got to go with Abel on this.
Gotta go Abel?
Part. I mean, Coach Link, like we touched base earlier, like, I mean, he's built for this. Kind of like Jay Osborne. Like, this blue and gold tournament is special, and some coaches are built for it. And I feel like, you know, the success Link had, that he got his troops ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, we rolling with Sparta winning the Consolation. Sorry, son, we probably put a big target on you as a freshman.
Hey, go hoop. I love it.
All right, let's go to the winning side of the blue division. the Aurora Willow game, we had Aurora winning. Buffalo Kickapoo, we had Kickapoo winning. So we got Aurora Kickapoo. Got the Cannon Thornhill against all of the Chiefs at Kickapoo.
Well, Cannon is my guy.
And it's not just Cannon, don't
And I
get
know
me
he's
wrong.
good. No,
but-
it's not Cannon. You got what's it do? Ain't Camo there?
I can't think of who you talk about, but
Transferred last year from Republic. I believe.
yes, they do got to transfer over.
Camo,
there.
and he's tough. Like he's tough.
Yeah.
So their guard play is good, but we know Kickapoo. Like it's blue and gold. It's Springfield.
Well, let me
Mitch.
ask you this though. Like Adam Thornhill, Cannon's dad, I think he's one of the best around.
That's my bro. That's to the day.
How much of a factor does he play in not just keeping this game close, but possibly edging it out?
So the thing about Adam is he's great with his X's and O's.
Exactly.
So he definitely has a game plan and probably to slow him down. He might come out in a 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2 3-quarter. He's going to control the game somehow. But
Got
if
to.
Kickapoo starts rolling, and
gonna be
for
hard
instance,
to
Reese
stop him.
Kimry, he can go 5-10 possessions without scoring a point, but score on every single point.
Yeah.
Because he's a real floor general.
Yeah.
So it's just.
What I think about this game is who can check up with shoulder down there on the block. Now I can see Aurora being in a zone to kind of neutralize him, but like you said, Doug, that name you just brought up, we don't bring up enough.
Yeah.
Is Reese Kimry, but they also, like you already said, the other names that Kickapoo bench is just gonna be deeper than Aurora's.
And then the thing about it, like the bench guy we're talking about was JV last year.
Yeah, exactly.
So Rubidoux, he's coming off. He got a burner.
Yeah.
You got Vincent. He's coming like
Yeah.
they got some guys that's
Riley
coming
Tan.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other man, I can't
The
think.
quick guard.
Yeah. What's my dog name? Don't hate me. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
The middle brother.
I got Kickapoo with this one.
Okay. Fairgrove Hillcrest.
Man, I know who I'm going with.
Yeah.
I like Hillcrest. But man, I've been knowing Bryden Braxton since 4th grade.
Really?
Senior year. Like Fairgrove is a real community. In Springfield, you got 5 schools, and you could be in this community and be everywhere. Like Fairgrove is about Fairgrove, and you can all state.
And they're about winning, too.
They
They
about winning.
winning boys
Program.
and
It's a
girls,
program.
everything.
The girls just
Football.
beat Link. The girls that beat Link the other day. Like
Volleyball.
That was huge.
all
I
they
saw
do
that.
is win.
Yeah.
Like that's the theme song. When I think about Fairgrove, like that's what I think. All they do is win.
Yeah.
You got anything different, Shot or Toe?
I'm going with Hillcrest. So you going with Fairgrove? So I'm gonna get outnumbered on this one. The reason why I'm gonna go with Hillcrest is I saw them against Republic last night. Kyrie's is looking like the truth. If Tanner shows up for this game, it's gonna be a tough one. But I can see Fairgrove slowing it down. Obviously, this is the point I wanted to bring up. I'm highly disappointed that the shot clock is not gonna be on.
Oh, man.
But-
yeah, that's true.
But with that shot clock off, it does favor Fairgrove. But my pick, I'm going with Hillcrest on this one.
Okay. I'm going to be rolling with Fairgrove. Once you get all those football guys back into the mix, a little bit of practice, they're going to be competing at a high
Bunch
level.
of seniors.
Yeah.
A bunch of seniors. This is last year.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing hard.
And I think what you said earlier, as far as like controlling the game, they're very strategic, and I could see Fairgrove like edging this one out.
for sure.
Stockton, Rogersville,
I don't think it's much.
Log Rog,
Yeah.
ain't no question.
Raj.
I stay short-winded on this one, Rogersville.
Sorry, Baxter. Branson, Ozark.
Now this
Ozark.
this is one that could get tricky. It could. I personally think it could get tricky because we just watched. Now it was a third place game, so a little bit less to play for. Ozark versus Rolla is the one that comes up in my head. But obviously, I can see Ozark winning this game by 10. But I wouldn't be surprised if late in the second half this is still a game. You know what I mean?
I feel like Ozark played a bunch of close games this year.
Yeah,
And I feel like this round 1 and 2, they come to take care of business.
for sure.
The
for
round 3, if it goes royal, they'll meet Rogersville again. But I just like round 1 and 2, Ozark gonna come out and make some statements, try to get some 20-point wins.
Yeah.
Both them rounds.
We'll see for sure. I obviously I'm going Ozark. I just wouldn't be surprised if late in the second half this is still a good game, especially like I said with that shot clock being off. Them teams that like to slow it down and control and run true half-court offenses can minimize them teams that's trying to get out and run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Ozark advancing to that next round game. Let's talk about the loser side of this. Between Aurora, Kickapoo, we got Aurora falling short. We have Hillcrest falling short, so they'll be matched up with each other. Who do you got winning between Aurora and Hillcrest? Who you got, Shot?
Man.
Put you on the spot.
For me.
Yeah.
Because I know what Kyrie's is about, and them Hillcrest boys are real young. But again, like just the relationship I had with Adam Thornhill, knowing the work he put into it, knowing how serious he takes preparing for games and tournaments and seasons, I got to go with Aurora.
Yeah. I'm personally going with Aurora on this one too, just off of I think those guys just got a better chemistry over at Aurora. No disrespect to Coach Fielding. I love what he's doing over there. But I think that Hillcrest team, this is still going to be in the mix of them trying to figure it all out together with, not having AK there no more. Kyrie's is he going to be the number one guy, or is Tanner, or can they both understand we're both the number one guys and it's your night tonight? Okay, now it's my night.
Working together on it.
Yeah.
They could be tough.
They could be two of the best guards. And Tanner Hayes been doing it for years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Tanner didn't have the best night against Republic last night. He only ended the game, I want to say, with 6. So, and guys have bad nights. It's totally fine. But that's why I think they still might be in that figuring it out stage with Kyrie's being who he is of this year. So I got a roar in that one.
Okay, I agree too, fellas. Stockton, Branson.
I just wish I see more of that Stockton team.
Yeah.
Because I know what Branson brings to the table, but this one's tough for me. This is a toss-up.
I've seen Stockton play, but I ain't seen Branson but that guard play.
Yeah.
Like, I think Branson might top Stockton on that one.
Yeah.
Because of the experience and, they're a little more in-depth and got more chemistry.
Bigger school, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It does play a role.
It plays. It played a role in that. Like I keep bringing it up, but the Republic Hillcrest game last night, it was just a difference of Class 6 versus Class 5. Like those bigger bigs down there, the bench is a little bit deeper, so it plays a role.
So we got Aurora Branson matchup out of this for third place. No, it'd be fifth place. Sorry.
Going with Aurora.
Aurora?
I'm going with Aurora too. I think it's going to mean more to them. I think they're going. Not to say Branson won't come out and play hard, but these smaller schools, they know they won't get to see a team like a bigger class like Branson probably for the rest of the year. It's going to mean a lot to them. I got Aurora.
Okay. All right. So third place game. No, that would
Final
be
4.
That'd be fifth place, wouldn't it?
Yeah, fifth.
That's
This
fifth
is
place.
Final 4
Aurora
right now.
fifth.
Well, that would be.
That'd be third.
No, Aurora Branson would be third place, and then
Third,
the
yeah.
Consolation bracket. I don't know if they go in fifth place or not. I think that's a whole other side or whatever.
The Final Four.
Whoever loses is done. Final 4, yeah.
The Final Four. Here we go. Kickapoo Fairgrove.
Oh, man. Y'all be speaking on
Kickapoo
it?
Go
Fairgrove.
ahead, dude.
Do your thing.
Fair Grove, all we do is win. But
Oh, no. No.
it don't come down to the big schools, small schools, but just, man, Mitch does a great job. He got all basketball players
For sure.
compared to Fair Grove kids who got a couple of football players. So he might have like the shorter kid more locked in, and Reese, and he got straight basketball boys. Rubidoux, what's the kid?
I'm about to look him up because it bothered me. I couldn't think of his name.
Hey, have you seen them Fairgrove boys bang?
No, listen, I was there last year when Fair Grove got beat to Greenwood in Sparta. And like Fair Grove's
Physical.
about that life. But I'm
Man,
telling
they
you,
physical.
Kickapoo number 34, man, dude's a monster. Like, you gotta give Jackson a lot of attention, but they got 2 bigs that go.
Well, they got shooters too. I mean, they
got
got
shooters,
they got
some guards.
Kickapoo probably most well-rounded team in the area.
Absolutely.
But I will say that football schools, football players can give basketball players fits
Absolutely.
depending on how it is officiated.
Big part of how it's
But
officiated.
again, if it wasn't Kickapoo and it was like another school in Springfield, any other schools, I might ride with Fairgrove. Just the fact that Kickapoo boys, they straight basketball.
Yeah.
Glendale, you got some football guys. Every other school, you got football guys out there. Like, and Mississippi's been more established here in Springfield with Kickapoo. I just feel like, man,
We're going with the Chiefs.
I'm going with Kickapoo for sure.
Let's go with the Chiefs. Now, y'all
Neighbors.
Y'all gonna
Neighbors.
we got to
Neighbors.
consolidate
Elijah
this thing a little
hey,
bit.
sorry, Elijah, man. Like,
Man.
you are that dude.
Neighbors,
are
you know
that
you my
dude.
guy. My bad,
Period.
bro. It's the bright, it's the lights. I forget some things sometimes. But yeah,
And I was the one that told him about you, man. So, all right, Rogersville, Ozark.
the rematch. The rematch.
I think. Did y'all watch that game the other night?
I watched.
That
That was tough.
stream,
That was
yeah.
real tough. I could see a few things playing into place. We know that Kylan and we know that Chase. They both had 27 the other night.
sure.
You know, they're going to kind of offset each other. So it comes down to what the rest of the supporting cast does. You know what Hendricks Haynes does, or Cohen. You know, or Hudson Roberts. You know, if that dude is full strength, that could be a difference maker.
Yes.
You know, Raj. I mean, you got Titus and Marcus and Sutherland. I mean,
Yes.
is it Pettijohn? Anyway,
You up the other talk out bench?
dude was knocking down some shots.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
bitty one.
yeah, he's
Man,
hitting some
he was hitting some
shots.
big time shots. Yeah, he was.
Hudson is supposed to be cleared right before the blue and gold, so he will be at full go. I personally think this is the second half of the battle. I think Ozark gonna get this one this time. That's just me personally.
I'm with you, Toe. I really do. I think so.
But I am curious, is this going to be a situation where we figure out that you better not bet against Chase Brenham? That's what I hope this is what we're going to figure out. Because, we've seen this in the past where some of these guys absolutely refuse to lose.
Yeah.
Right? Aminu Muhammad at Greenwood versus Kickapoo. I'll never forget at the Willow tournament.
Till he ran into Hartville.
Well, yeah, to the very Harville, right?
Sorry.
Facts. I can't deny you on that one. But when I think about that game, it was literally Aminu was like, "Dog, I'm not about to lose this game."
Yeah.
Like he literally ended up having like 51, something crazy.
Special.
And I guess that Kickapoo team, when now we look back, they had five, because Zayd was on the bench. People don't know about that year. So they had 5 D1 guys on that team, and it was just Aminu. So with Tommy, and then Grant out there, obviously, no disrespect to them. But that's what I wonder when I think about this game. Are we going to find out, hey, you better not bet against Chase Brenham, or, hey, you better not bet against Colin Pickering?
So let me ask you all this. There's another layer to it. Coach Donnelly, Coach Schaefer.
That's what I was talking about
Coaching
players.
styles as well, because
I was thinking about
Coach
coaches.
Donnelly, man, he's coming out the gate hot. He's doing some good stuff. Coach Schaefer a little more established. How do you see Coach Donnelly changing much in this next go around?
I think they both have changed something a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the game was so high intense, and like there's so much you could watching the game. There's so much you could do more, do less of, or know what you're not to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like they both study, and I feel like Donnelly might throw some new stuff at him because he can sit back and see where he lost at the final minutes or what happened the first half compared to the second half. I feel like Schaefer, he played that matchup well.
Yeah.
They played it well. So
And they are big in that
they're
matchup.
huge. They're huge, and I don't know. I think y'all both said Ozark.
I gotta go with Ozark. Here's the thing, though, the Hudson effect. I think, like, if he's knocking down some
listen,
shots, and Kylan is too, man, that's gonna
Because
be tough.
in that one, that 1-3-1 zone they run, they not gonna come out of it. They gonna stay in it. And if Ozark is hitting shots, it gets tough, and like I like the
Well, can I
point.
go for both? And I just want a 1 point game. That way it's just good.
I mean, you make it a 0.5 spread, you good on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But-
no, it's gonna be the most exciting game to watch.
for sure.
You know, just because they came off that game.
But I like that. I like that point Josh brings up, and I think the X factor is my boy Cohen. Is he if he dominates that ball on the other side, it could be Titus, or the other brothers,
Marcus.
or Marcus. But if he dominates that game on the block, where he dominating on the offensive and defensive glass, that could be the X factor for Ozark.
Or if Cohen's hitting mid-range shots, pulling them bigs out.
Pulling that, sinking
pull him out.
that
Even if-
zone even more.
Both the Moore brothers did get in some early foul trouble
Okay.
at Ozark. So, like, me as a coach, like, I'm going to tell my guys, Hudson,
Yeah.
and, like, we're going to take it at them. We're going to get some more ball fakes. We got to get them out the game to where we can control them, and we're not allowing Chase to control the whole game with his killers.
Yeah.
Like, it comes down to a lot of – there's going to be a lot of theory. There's going to be a lot of thinking and brainstorming behind this match.
And this will be the third time Ozark has faced that similar zone because Rolla runs something similar to that type of zone as well. So, yeah, I just got Ozark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a really good game
Yeah.
if Rogersville can get past Sparta.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
if they can get past my Spartans. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, Kickapoo, Ozark. Who you got winning?
Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
It's just, you know, like, they do this all the time. I just feel like they got a little more experience, but I also feel like Ozark get that championship game. Listen, Jamie Donnelly coaches with so much intensity.
No, for real.
He's not just
First game against his old
His
squad.
old squad, yeah, you know he's going to want that.
he's not
Yeah.
just coaching them to look like he's over there putting players in position.
Yeah.
You said something that hit well earlier. If these two teams meet, Ozark and Kickapoo, you're gonna see so many X's and O's. It's gonna be some art of work of basketball.
Man.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Kickapoo just because, I mean, big bro Mitch or little bro Donnelly.
For it.
I gotta go with Mitch the first time.
I don't know.
Donnelly, Jamie, I'm sorry, man. You know you my bro.
I don't know why I'm itching to give this game to Ozark, dog. I really don't know why.
They're feeling it. They're
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit that Raytown loss at the Arvis took me back a little bit. But what I gotta remember is this is a new look. It's a familiar look Kickapoo squad, but the pieces that they have this year is
totally
new.
new.
It's a new look, right? They got so many guys. Like Kickapoo is one of the rare schools in the area that can say they almost have too many scores. One of the rare schools that can say that. So, and a lot of time that don't work out for people, but I know they got a good coach that's going to put them in the right spot.
that's a difference maker.
I'm itching to get this game to Ozark, but like you said, I think, man, we've watched Mitch do this over and over and time again where he just out X and O people. So,
And when he does it, like, you got what, 2 returners? That's it from last year's varsity?
pretty much, yeah.
Everybody's JV.
Everybody else is, yeah.
But again, Mitch
I mean,
got a good system.
Vinny was a guy that's played JV set, was dressed out for varsity. So, but
he
like
just-
your two returning starters, yeah.
But he prepared like them, all them juniors that's playing now. Like he prepared them throughout the. He got a real program. He got a real.
No, for sure. So yeah, I'm itching to get this one Ozark, but I'm gonna say Kickapoo. I'm gonna drop my not overthinking and say Kickapoo. Yeah.
All right, so we got Kickapoo winning the chip on the blue division side. Anything else you guys want
Can
to
we
add?
touch bases? So just say, if Rogersville do beat Ozark, who would y'all pick? Rogersville or Kickapoo?
I'm gonna still say Kickapoo. Ooh,
Hey,
Oh yeah.
I said that too fast.
Come on,
I said that
Hey.
too fast.
Come on,
I said
now.
that too
But
fast.
see, now we do want Ozark to Rogersville.
Yeah.
We gotta go back to like you said something like is Chase is he gonna turn into killer mode and like allow somebody to do it, or he gonna just take over like nobody?
what's
like,
that next level look like for him? That's the question. And
I seen
what
it.
platform does he need for that to happen? And I couldn't think of a better opportunity than the blue and gold
Absolutely.
against, a heavyweight like Kickapoo for Brandon to say, you know what, I'm not going to leave any doubt in anyone's mind, and not just in Southwest Missouri, but in the Midwest or in the nation. These Power Fives that are knocking down my door. I want to
Absolutely.
make sure that everybody understands
This is my city.
this is me.
I'm Southwest Missouri. So back to the question: Rogersville, Kickapoo having to make it. Who would y'all go for?
Here's the other thing. Kickapoo, they know that. all them Kickapoo guards, and they're gonna welcome the challenge, guaranteed. You think Reese Kimmery's gonna be like, "Oh, Chase, go ahead, you do your
Reese,
thing."
listen, Reese is
He's gonna go at him.
Yeah.
But now we get to, if it's Rogersville and Kickapoo, them X's and O's of Schaefer and Mitch are gonna be good. But Rogersville, they're more brothers. I like 34 and shorter, but like
I just never seen nothing shut down
on
Kickapoo. No,
Oh, yeah,
Kickapoo
yeah.
side. Like last year when we think about the district final, I mean, let's be real. Central had one of them 1 in 10 year type squads that got past Kickapoo, and it still took everything they had to get past that squad.
It may come down to style of play.
Yeah.
Because, like you're talking about, you got Rogersville's matchup, which is going to make Kickapoo work a little harder.
For sure.
There's going to be less possessions. Kickapoo thrives on that up and down style of game.
zone Shepard throws, gonna slow all that down. They can't do none of that.
I just wish that shot clock was gonna be on, man.
Hey, if the shot clock was a factor in this, it would change everything.
It changed a whole lot.
Change everything.
It changed a whole lot.
And hopefully, we'll get that implemented next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully Kickapoo wins all, so we all right.
Yeah, I hope we have every pick absolutely correct.
Kickapoo wins all.
Man.
All right, so we went through the blue division, and we voted 2-1 on all these games. Once again, we got love in all these cities and these communities, and very proud of that you guys are representing Southwest Missouri very well. Going to be lots of good basketball at the Blue and Gold. Looking forward to being there and seeing all the talent. We do have Kickapoo winning the chip. Got some good teams that's going to be going for that throne, though, no doubt about it. But can't wait to get over there. Goes down day after Christmas, so a lot of these teams are going to have a short break.
9:30 a.m.
Yep, 9:30.
For sure.
So you guys got anything you want to say?
I'm just excited to see the difference of Saturday, and then they get the rest. I want to see how big of a difference that rest makes on Saturday. We've never really been able to see that in past years. We've seen that championship day. We've seen some sluggish legs, so I'm excited to see that. And then also, too, like we said earlier, use this as bulletin board material.
Yep.
I hope somebody in them first rounds, anybody we had losing, after the game, you come flexing me and say, "Yeah, big toe, pick him again, pick him again." Use me as bulletin board material, please. That's what I got.
Hey man, when I was coaching high school sports, you best believe we're using this as motivation.
Come on,
That's when I see this. I'm a coach.
say less.
I'm showing my players, and we're gonna rock it.
Say, all right, what you got, dude? You good?
That's it, man. Kickapoo winning it all.
Sure.